When it comes to organizing a space, you know you've got stuff that needs to go, but you're not quite sure the best way to approach figuring out what stays and what goes. Hi, Audrey Thomas with Organized Audrey, bringing you video number 5 in this series that I'm calling Organizing Fundamentals. Today we are going to learn the ins and the outs and the do's and the don'ts of sorting and purging. But first, I'd like to review what sorting and purging is not. It is not forcing you to let go of your favorite things or donating most of your wardrobe. And it's not even parting with your most sentimental things. But what it is, though, is helping you to review the stuff that you have and make decisions on what does really need to go. The goal here is for you to create more space, physically and mentally, so that you can better manage your possessions. I think you'll all agree that when we have a lot of stuff around us, we have more to manage. And we have more that we got to dust, and we have less storage that we can see physically, and less free space in our midst. So to kick off any good sort and purge fest, I want to give you these tips here. It's really important to keep your focus. And so I always suggest use a timer. Set that time ahead of time as to how long you plan on organizing in any particular area. If you saw the previous video in this series, you know that I don't recommend anything longer than 3 hours when you are a beginner organizer. And so set that timer because it's going to help you stay focused. It's also going to provide you that quitting time that you can look forward to. The idea here is you want to keep moving forward. Next up, put on your decision-making hat. You are going to be making hundreds of decisions as you sort and purge. And wherever you have clutter, you have decisions waiting to be made. Don't believe me? Think right now, where do you have clutter? Is it on the kitchen counter, on the dining room table, underneath your desk, in your car, in your garage? Wherever you have clutter, you have decisions waiting to be made. Next up, I want to review the types of containers that you need to have present as you begin to sort and purge. So the first one is a garbage can or a garbage container. Now it could be a really small one, it could be a much bigger one. If you're doing an entire property, you're probably going to need a dumpster outside. But you want to have a garbage can big enough so that it keeps you in the spot where you're organizing. So let's just say you're in your clothes closet. The last thing you want to do is be leaving that area to go throw something away. So have your garbage can right there. The next container is a container that you'll want to use for donations. I strongly suggest that you use a dark lawn and leaf bag. And the reason why it needs to be dark, some of you already know why. It's because if it's a see-through bag, you're going to be able to see at the end of the day the things that you put in that donation bag, and you just might change your mind. All right, so have an area for donations, and when you get all done with that organizing session, my suggestion is that you tie it up and put it right in your car so that you can go deliver it to some charity. When we donate things, it's a win-win because we free up space in our homes and get rid of things we no longer need, and we give it to others who can benefit from it. The next container is what I call the keep container. This is going to be a laundry basket or a wicker basket, something that you can have close to you as you're sorting and purging an area and deciding what stays and what goes. And it's going to be for those things that you want to keep, but they don't belong in this space. They belong somewhere else in your house. And you want to keep yourself from leaving that area and going off and putting something away somewhere else because you'll get sidetracked and you won't come back to your organizing project. So stay right there physically, have this basket, and at the end of your time slot, let's say you're organizing for 3 hours, at the end of those 3 hours, that basket is going to contain things that you can now pick up and take and go put things away throughout your home. And then the fourth container is going to be for recycling. So you might be doing paper and you could recycle paper. You might be coming across other things that can go in your recycle bin. You might also come across things that need to go to your county recycling center. But the idea here is to keep as little stuff from going to the landfill as possible. If you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, this is a great time to do it. So hit that little red button down there below because you are not going to want to miss the next video in this series, which is video number 6, in which I give you a really easy to follow 5-step process using an acronym that's going to keep you focused and help you in the event that you get derailed and you're not quite sure on how to pick up a project. It's also going to give you guidelines on when you get to go and buy organizing products, because the mistake I see so many people making is that they go out and buy organizing products before they have done the sort and purge process. And so don't miss out on this next video, because I think you're really going to like it. I hope you have enjoyed this productivity pointer brought to you by Organized Audrey, where our goal is to help you get more done with less stress. Make it a great day.